Hello everybody. I've had a bit of a break, so I thought I'd show my messy table where I've been mucking around with. I got a whole heap from the family, the acrylic inks and Alias. So look at that gorgeous colour and that gorgeous colour. This is the gold. You probably can't see that. Purpley colour. It's actually Payne's grey. Looks a bit purple there. This yellow, turquoise, and another Matisse turquoise, and a couple of little alcohol inks which I haven't tried out yet. And I was just mucking around on the background of this with these new Lyra Aquacolor crayon pencils. I don't know what you call them. Yeah, anyway, and my daughter got me, I got another watercolour thing and some permanent markers to go with. This is, she got me a A5 journal that's got the dots. Love it. And what else did I get? This is a Christmas show and tell, I guess. My other daughter got me a little Christmas angel type of ready to be cross-stitched. I haven't actually done, I do embroidery, but cross-stitch is sort of, well, that's the first time. I got one of those. And she also got me one of these diamond thingies, which everyone seems to be doing. So I've got that to play with too. That has got a picture of a unicorn, so that's pretty funny. Anyway, there's my stash from Christmas, which made me happy. What a mess. Oh, new palette from the family for Christmas. Okay, what am I going to be doing this year? That is a very good question. All right, while I've been off, I've been noodling around with embroidery, and I thought I'd show you, and I thought I'd start a little project. So I've got, all right, these are what I'm going to call flats. I mean, they could be little book covers, but well, this one I sort of preferred this side, so I decided it was better flat. Another little flat. It's got little French knots. I made a few of these sorts of fun little snippets. Another snippet. I'm not quite sure what to do with the flats. I just know that they don't quite work as, that could work as a book cover, I guess, but I actually just really like it like that. And then I've got ones I did think about as book covers. So this, I got a pack of these squares of felt, different sort of, they're very luminous. Where are they? I'll just show you. Here. So that pink's pretty full on, isn't it? They were just in Kmart. Don't know if Walmart would have them, but these were very cheap in Kmart. So I thought I would muck around and have a little bit of a play of using one as a book cover. So I've used a bit of a doily, or a, you know, a table doily thingy for the spine, and sewn different bits and hand slow stitched as well. So this is going to be a book cover. One of my other flats works, I think, as a book cover. So that'll be a little book. And I decided I would have a muck around with purple. I don't use purple a lot, but I've got some scraps of purple, so I'm using them. And this is how that one, I might have shown it before, this is how it is, and it's got the little pockets. So I don't know what size it is. It's not quite going to fit an A5 in. So I might just have to make a book that fits. So I was just mucking around and I wasn't thinking in terms of the actual size or what's going to fit in it. I was just making it from scraps. So they're the bits I've been doing. So projects. All right. I thought I'd keep on in this vein, but what I thought was, honestly, this is just such good stuff to do at night. I thought if I make this and sew these two sides, I might sew this down, cut those a bit straighter and sew those two sides with the machine. Then it's going to be a little book which will have a pocket. So that's one project I'm looking at working on. The other project this is the material project, as you know. I found this tin at a antique market thing, and it's Central Garage. It's even got a number plate and Victoria Station, Mile and Aldgate and Holborn, so that's English. And it's Age of Transport, Daimler Bus 1913. And it was such a nice, clean, it's not rusty, it's not messed up. So what I've got is a whole heap of rounds of the batting that fit in. And I thought I might do a project with this, with them, keeping them separate, just separate little things. So that's another project. I think they're the main projects I've got, other than, what else have I been doing? Oh, I've been just taking more stuff out to Wood End in order to clear the garage more so Lily can store her stuff. But having said that, I've discovered books, a few boxes of magazines and books in there, which is good because I want to do a class using the magazines. And I discovered, what else did I discover? Oh, I found all my my mosaic cutting tools and bits of mosaic ready cut, ready to go. So I've taken them out to Wood End. So that might be a bit of fun. Still got a bit more though to clear in the garage. And I think that's about it. But what I'm going to do today is start working on this and coming back and showing you as I go. And maybe I'll get an upload done soon. Just been having a bit of a swan around, doing nothing and enjoying Christmas really. Enjoying catching up with family and having the house to myself because my flatmate's gone away. And so that's pretty nice. Get my house back in a way. Not that she's a bad person to stay with or anything. I just like my own space. Okay, so I'll be back in a second when I've sewn this. Okay, so a bit of an iron will help, I guess. But for now, right, you know what? I'm going to use this one. That'll be prettier. Right, there we go. So I'm just thinking about, I used the word show and tell before. Now in Australia, when we were children growing up, show and tell was what you did in prep or grade 1 when you between that 5, 6, 7-year-old age, and you brought along something to show the class. Maybe it was on a Monday and you did it to do with something you did on the weekend, and that way you got to practice standing up and having a chat about it and showing the class. So I wonder, what do you call it in America? What do you call it in England? Do you have the same things? What do you call it anywhere else in the world? I'm sure there are people from other countries watching. And let me know. Let me know in the comments what you actually think. What you actually called that when you were young, children. If you had the same thing. How was everyone else's Christmas anyway? Was it good? Did you have a good day? I had a very quiet one. Oh, you know what I should do with this? Sew down the middle. All right, well, I might have to get a bit of a crease. Oh, that's good crease. 1 second. Okay, it's done. Yes, I imagine everyone else's Christmases were probably a little bit sedate after this year we've had. Looking forward to, oh, what if it goes this way? Oh, I don't mind that. I can just do some lovely little applique or something here. Oh, did you hear that? Someone outside sneezing their head off. Oh, I like that. That's good. Now, if it goes that way, it can have all little bits of paper or material inside. And then we've got a little tuck. All right, I'm thinking. I think if it... Make your mind up, Christina. Okay. I do like this one. What if that went across the middle? The only trouble with that is having to cut it off, isn't it? What if it goes there? Or there? Alright, that could even be, that can be glued down even. I kind of like that. Let's do it. Alright, so these bits are all going to have to come off. And what's everyone doing for New Year's? That's a good question. I think I've already mentioned I'm minding my daughter's dog. So I'm going to drive over there. She lives about maybe 40 minutes drive away. But she wants to go out, and I don't usually do anything on New Year's, so I'll get her dog, bring it back here, and then she has to work the next day, so someone hopefully will be home for me to take the dog back. Or else we'll have the dog for an extra day, and that won't matter so long as it's well behaved. He's a pretty good dog usually. So I'm liking just sitting and not thinking too much and making these little snippety things at night, and then just having a pile of them to do this, to put on things like this as they, you know, as you do. Tidying it up. I'm still trying to work out. Now, do I make one little panel of that, and then cut another little panel, and then I've got another panel. That's an idea, isn't it? Let's see if that goes to there. And that out there. Now I'm going to glue them down. So I say that I don't do anything on New Year's Eve, but this is the first time I've actually had an invitation to go somewhere in many years. So I'm minding the dog and I actually can't. Well, actually it's a little bit of a picnic in the park on New Year's Eve, which is a nice thing. Lovely thing to do, especially with the group of people that are doing it. Very comfortable with these people, and they're not high drama or anything, they're just lovely. So that's actually something that I might like to do. So if the dog's behaving and I can manage the dog, I might just take Cody, the Kelpie, down with me to the park, have a little walk, and say Happy New Year to some people. Yeah, I like that. That's good. How cute is that? I might still sew it, but I just wanted to glue it down, especially to get all these bits of extra tie-off bits in from the back. Get them stuck down out of the way. Fiddly. Sometimes I find these little bottles, they accumulate a bit of fluff when you're doing bits of material that have got all loose bits everywhere. Right. Right, now I really like that. As I say, I might do a bit of slow stitching just in around just to make sure it's definitely sitting down and staying down. And neat that up. Now I've got to work out what exactly is going inside, what is going around the outside, what's going to work for it. That's better. What's going to be the front? I guess this has to go here. Be part of the design, and the rest of the design will be one of those what next moments. What else can I add? Getting more of this fabric fixed down, thinking about whether I'm going to do another load to wood end after this, because of course the boxes worth of books, I've got to go through them, but also they're big boxes and so they're very heavy. So I'm not sure, I don't know if I want to take the boxes of books out to wood end. I mean, it's my art studio, it's not my house. However, I think Nathan might be okay if I took out some books. It's more a case of where the best idea where the best place for them to be is, I guess. If I'm going to offload them, maybe I should just put them in a little book library or something. Little, you know, those little, I don't know if everyone else did, but my local cafe made a little box that you could put books in and people come and swap them and stuff like that. That might be the go. Alright, I've got to start on this, so this is fine, although that can probably have something done to it. I like to put in a different colour, but I don't want to, oh I know, just had a thought. Alright, if that's going to be that. That can go like that. Well, how will it go if it's half? Because I don't want to use this alternate colour and then not have it showing. Kind of a bit silly. Alright, let's do that. It's sort of lending itself to be a pin book, isn't it? Or a needle book, maybe. Pen book. No. Even the watercolour ones, no, too big. These kind of fitted, but they're a bit chunky, aren't they? We'll find a use. Alright, so these two can have some little patchworky things on. Collage, material collage. I've got a bag of buttons, another bag of buttons, and another bag of buttons. So I think I ended up with 3 bags of these heart buttons because I love them so much. This one seems to have some different designs, or are they just all? Well, I think you get a pretty good mix and match of their designs, but this one's definitely got a couple of the gingham ones that I haven't seen in the other bag or this bag. Quite like that one. Alright, I am totally getting distracted again. I'm not going to think about it. Oh, I just totally went silent for ages. Sorry about that. Because I was thinking, and you know, my brain and my mouth don't always engage with each other. I've still got more of this, so they could be inside with embroidery on. This could even just be a whole back panel. Don't mind that, actually. It's got a nice tactile feel to it. Oh, they've got the techno going next door now. All right, I will return when I've had a cup of tea and thought about this a bit more. I don't think these will... Okay, so this is my thought process. I don't think these will interfere with putting something in the pockets if they're here, whether I glue them or sew them. Probably likely to be glued. Back, I've done 2 of these little felt things, slow stitches, and just finishing this one off. So I've got a packet of these. There's a whole variety of different colours, and it was quite cheap as usual on eBay, and I'll put a link below for these. Glued that down, a few fly stitches. pistol stitch, a couple of French knots and a few little seed stitches. And now I'm just doing a couple of French knots here, filling in some of the negative space. What I'm enjoying is this this particular one. I don't know what it's called. It was in one of my packs of, you know, I get sometimes get someone's old stuff that has just been uploaded onto eBay or Facebook Marketplace, and I just love it. It's got such a variety of colours in it. I hope it's easy to find because I want to find that one again. I've got a spare one ready to go. Just doing little 3 twist French knots. Just 3. Trying to hold most of them tight. Sometimes they're a bit loosey-goosey. That's pretty. Might have to incorporate that onto there. Got another one? Oh yeah, I have. There you go. So you always find something, don't you? Little scraps that come in handy. Okay, that's good for later. Now, a little bit of seed stitch here. And let's see, might do a little bit more pistol stitch. Just cast this off. Really loving the burgundy part of this. Let's see if I can get a bit of the burgundy in on this one. Get some. Doing a combination of 3 and 5s here. By that I mean how many times I'm twisting it round. 5s seem to give a quite good defined dot at the end. The 3s seem to be quite tiny. I don't really mind either way. They just do different kind of patterns really. Ended up with a bit more brown. Didn't get as much of that beautiful wine colour in, but oh well, that's how it goes. I might just do a couple of little French knots over here. Although this one just coming along for the ride. this one's coming along for the ride too. Freeloaders. Righto. Another one in the middle here. And maybe one pistol stitch there. Now, as I've been doing this, I've actually been thinking what this little book is about. You know, I admire people who already know what they're doing beforehand. I don't think I have ever worked that way. I've always been in the moment, spontaneous, and in the creative kind of spirit, so to speak, of see what happens, how it evolves. I'm going to poke these in. I want these to be in. Okay. Might have to glue those down. Doing a lot of gluing for a slow stitch book. Okay, so here we have not the finished version because I like inside here, but I think that probably something has to go here and something on the back here. Maybe it's got to be that size. Now I'm aware that I have to cover up that glue mark. Alright, so that's going to be something there, and that seems alright. The glue doesn't seem to have come through so badly on that side. Alright, so this is where I'm up to now. I think I'd like some writing on the front of this. I don't know if I don't think I need anything on the back of that. Some little hearts. This little pink one. How cute is that? Okay, I am back for the next bit. So, these are all glued on, got little pockets, and I just made this for the front. I'm just going to glue that on. Okay. Now this has got just a couple of layers. I thought I would hand sew the name of the book here, but I ended up stamping with some stays-on, some little hearts. So this is how the book is now. I might put something up here with some words on. But for now, this is going to be the end for now. I'll do a part 2 when I'm doing the next bit where I put the things inside, and I think I've worked out what the book is for, so I'll save it to the next one as a little bit of a reveal. And you know, I hope you've all had a lovely Christmas, and let me see, when's this uploading? Oh no, okay, so this will upload and then there won't be another one till after New Year's. So Happy New Year to everyone, and I hope everyone has a lovely New Year's. I, for one, am going to be putting 2020 in the bin. Forget it. It just didn't exist. And I'm looking forward to some beautiful, lovely new things for 2021. And my wish is for the same for all of you as well. So there you have it. This is my first project for the new year. And I will speak to you later. Bye.